One for my niggas who ride for me. They gon' treat up anybody who act funny. You can find me anywhere where the action is. Never won't work cause I never go back in it. I got a main chick and a side chick. Side chick treat me better than a net chick. Okay. My name is Cheque and you're watching Boss Discoveries.
Tell us about your new single. You have a single out, Satisfied.
Yeah. Satisfied. I dropped it, like 2 weeks ago. It's just like a hustling song, mostly, but it has a swag and dance to it. When I move, I'm like whoa, 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 So that's the song. Satisfied.
Is Satisfied a single of a project?
Yeah. It's a single of the first one of the Razor EP, coming very soon.
How long have you been working on the Razor EP?
It's not so long. It's just decided to do an EP then I recorded a couple of songs tonight. Just it's not so long.
Okay, I think a lot of people have associated you with your videos. You once in a while you tease us online with like some freestyle videos and stuff like that, and I see that has like brought attention to you. What can people expect from this Razor EP? Is it what we've seen in the freestyle videos? Is it going to be something similar, something different? What can people expect?
The EP is basically like different genres of music. I didn't focus. I had to, go to different sides: trap, Afrobeat. I just tried to show people, all the things that I could do on a song. So that's the EP. Just every kind of thing possible.
Okay, so let's even run it back. Let's run it way back. Okay. Your name is Akombi Bamidele.
Yes.
Right. For a lot of people think you're Igbo, right? You get that a lot.
Yes, so much. All the
time. How did you get connected to Fino? What's the story there?
Well, it's Instagram freestyling all the time. I used to bust out freestyles all the time. Because that's social media is like the only place right now to really get anybody's attention. So I used to do freestyles. Then I jumped on Reminisce Ajigi Jaga one time, Black Full Rap. So I think that's where he messaged me at that time, So.
So what's it like working with Fino?
Well, first of all, because he's a rapper and I was, a full-blown rapper, I loved it because then he understands where I'm coming from. To be a complete rapper, I just not, trying to shape you into whatever you don't want to be. So, and the mentorship is great. So I love it, working with him because he understands what I can be.
Yeah. How would you describe your sound, kind of sound?
Well, it's an Afro fusion, definitely, of every other thing, joined to it. Because I do trap, hip hop, R&B. So bringing it to Afro is just I just call it Afro fusion, definitely.
Who are the artists that you would say, have inspired you over the years?
Plenty. A lot of people inspire me. But I listen to a lot of Drake, Ross, plenty Nigerian artists, Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, Fino, Olamide. But definitely I listen to Drake, Eminem, Ross, and mostly rappers anyway. Mostly rappers.
How would you describe the current state of hip-hop in Nigeria?
Well, I honestly, this is my honest opinion. I've always thought that hip-hop right now is the same as before. It's just right now people just don't have time to cram your bunch of lyrics. So it's like now people want to enjoy themselves. So the things the Yankee guys are doing is, making it more interesting. The hip-hop is very interesting to vibe to than rather make it pop hip-hop. I don't know how that makes any sense. Make it more pop, but Nigerians are not really agreeing to do that. So it will definitely be lacking behind. So.
Knowing with this knowledge now, does this kind of influence how you create your songs, how you structure your songs?
No, I've always been a melody guy. So I've always been a melody guy, always. So that's not. I'm never really a hip hop. Like, I've always thought of melody before I even rap. So if you have that in your head, it will be more commercial than someone that just wants to prove a point that they can join bunch of hardcore words together. So,
What's your songwriting process like?
well, I do not write anyways. I don't write. I just hear the beat and I think a lot before, a lot of times, like sitting down without doing anything. I think a lot. So I think that helps me when I hear the beat. I just, maybe one of the things I've thought about before, I just say it. That's how I do it. Especially the freestyles, like, because I don't even try. I do a lot of freestyles. There's one particular time I was doing it, so I don't even try to write it down and think, oh, well, am I changing this line? And I don't do that. So I just go straight on vibe.
At what point did you know that music was something you wanted to do full time?
When I was in my final year in school, I was sure that, yeah, this has taken a lot of my time, like, man, because I started music like in the end of part 2 in my school, because I did chemical engineering. So when I was in part 2, I started getting into music. Then when I was in part 5, it had taken so much attention, because it's so it took so much attention that I knew that I cannot just have wasted my time like this. Then I started getting good at it as I go. So that's when I realized that that's just the only thing I can actually do and be happy doing it. So.
Did you ever get to a point where you felt frustrated and it was like the music wasn't working? Did you ever get to that point?
It's not like, no, I get frustrated sometimes, but it's not because the music was not working. It's just, sometimes we are recording and, because you have to, as an artist, you record a lot. You record plenty music, few gets to come out. So sometimes in the recording process, it could be frustrating sometimes because you record a lot. So it's not because you think the music is not working. So it's just during the working processes, you can be blocked at some point and you just get tired. That's the only time.
You're one of the hot new emerging artists on the scene right now. Who are the other emerging artists that you really like what they're doing?
Everybody, honestly, 2020 or 20 since last year now, everybody's hot. So I don't know. Everybody that I hear is just hot. Everybody is sweet. All the music is sweet now. Nothing is bad again. So the competition is high. That's all I know. So.
Do you feel any? I mean, this is good. This is your debut tape, right?
Yes.
It's your first tape. Do you feel any type of pressure?
No, not at all. Because I can easily fit into with the way I've made myself a lot of genres of music. So I don't at all.
Do you ever think about where Cheque would be in the next 5 or 6, 7 years? Do you think about stuff like that?
Yes, I've thought about it.
What do you have in mind?
Definitely international.
Definitely international.
Yes. Not forgetting where I'm coming from, definitely, but definitely international.
Definitely international. What do you think about this whole, in recent years, let's say 3, 4, 5 years, there's been a lot of attention on the African music space.
Yes.
From the international community, and it's like our sound is getting more recognized and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
I love it because before I used to, like, before I started singing myself, I used to hear American music. When I hear it and I play Nigerian music, I want to run back to the American music. But now it's almost the same to me. Like, people sound so great in Nigeria right now that I'm sure that's why they're really listening to us right now, because we sound awesome. The melody is great. So it will just grow better, and the whole world will, one day, Afro music will just be as great as the way reggae is to the world. Afrobeat is going to be like that. So that will make other coming African Nigerian guys be so great worldwide, like Bob Marley and co.
All right, so EP is coming. I want you to speak to the people. What can people expect from the EP? What can people expect?
Well, the EP is like there are wow factors on the EP. There are points where you say wow, that's all. Like it's not just going to be like I listen to a nice song, like, oh, this guy has nice songs. No, there are points where I get to say, wow, okay, it's okay, yes, that wow factors. That's what everybody gonna get. And they want to make money, I'm like, oh no no, go hard on your cars, go home. So anytime I'm moving, I'm like, whoa whoa whoa. My name is Cheque. You can get my new EP, the Razor EP, on Boom Play now.